Hey, let's talk because it really can be a lot easier to know what to eat. It can be a lot easier to choose the best food. They're going to give you the biggest bang for your buck as far as like what to eat to fuel your workouts, to feel good, to look good, to do all the things. So, want to get started. This is kind of like a new thing for me doing the lives, but I don't know, maybe I kind of like it. As you're hopping on, say hello. I don't know if I'll be able to see the comments. I think I should be able to kind of see. I see where there's some little things below, maybe for like taking a picture. But anyways, the top 5 foods, and I have a couple of props to make it a little more interesting. So when we think about foods that boost our metabolism, all of the things I'm going to share with you today have something in common. And I'm going to ask you if you know what it is at the end. So all 5, we're going to run through them kind of quickly because it's not super duper. I think you'll start to get the gist of why these things help to boost your metabolism. And it can be really easy then to start picking foods that are going to help you to burn more, to have like a healthier metabolism, to help you kind of slow down the aging process. And another reason it's really important, because I think it can be easy to think, all right, so we want to burn fat, not only for aesthetics, but it can be easy to think that it's only to look good, but it's also for on the inside, it helps us to feel good. And slowing the aging process is actually really healthy because one of the biggest factors for disease is aging. Nobody ever talks about that, but maybe you already know that. But the biggest risk factor for, say, like heart disease, cancer, all of those things that we don't want to come into our lives, one of the biggest risk factors is aging. It's bigger than anything else. So these things are going to help you to kind of ward off what happens during the aging process, right? So the very first one is one that you may have probably already heard a zillion times is protein-rich foods. So I'm talking nuts, seeds, even dairy, eggs, fish, things like that, that kind of have a lot of protein content. And so that's one of the reasons why people who are doing like that keto diet, that's one reason why it helps them a lot is because protein actually makes our bodies work kind of hard to break it down and use it and, digest it. All of those things really rev our engine. Remember my example yesterday about a big engine burning a lot and then maybe a smaller engine not burning as much. So metabolism is something that fuels all our bodily functions. And so when we think about our bodily functions, that's, our heart, our lungs, our brain, all our muscles, those are all muscles, including the muscles in our chest, our legs, our back, all of those muscles burn a lot, especially when we're repairing them, when we're using them during exercise, and that whole bodily functioning of just walking around all day thinking. So those things burn a lot of calories. And the more muscle we have, the bigger the engine we have, the bigger our metabolism is. Hey, thanks for the like. Thanks, you guys. But it can be really one of those things that's easier to understand when we know that, right? So protein, not only is it something that our body has to work hard to digest and utilize all of the nutrients from it, but it also helps us to build and repair muscle, which is double whammy for protein-rich foods. So even if you're a vegetarian like me, tofu and like broccoli, things like that actually still have protein in them, but also nuts, seeds, eggs, fish, chicken, all those things. The second one is kind of a no-brainer, but coffee. Coffee actually has a lot of metabolism boosting properties in there, and it's also pretty high in antioxidants. And so is the third one. The third one is green tea. And oh my gosh, like it almost seems crazy. Green tea, I never liked it, to be honest. But to me, it tastes good with like a squeeze of lemon. And then if I mix it with another tea, I almost always will mix it with like a raspberry tea and it's all natural raspberry tea, but not like a sweetened one. But it makes it taste a lot better. So try that if you're like me, you don't love green tea. It takes away the bitterness and it tastes a lot better. But green tea, the other thing that why it's so good for exercisers is that it has a very high level of antioxidants. And those are going to come in and repair our cells after we exercise. So think about weightlifting, cardio, all the things we do, yoga. all the ab stuff that we do, it really is going to help us to start repairing those cells, all those free radicals in our body after us breaking down and exercising. Green tea is really helpful for exercises because it helps our body to start repairing that. The fourth one, or already on number 4, is apple cider vinegar, and I have a prop. Are you ready? Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, I get a little crazy about apple cider vinegar. I put it on like everything. I like it in my smoothies. I like it in my salad dressing. I like it pretty much in everything. I put it in water. So apple cider vinegar is really good for our metabolism. And it actually is, again, it's kind of like protein in that it just takes more calories to utilize and process in the body than it actually has in it. Because apple cider vinegar should pretty much have 0 calories. If you're not sure about apple cider vinegar, I know a lot of people that I have had as clients don't like it because of the taste. I think that it tastes really good. It's an acquired taste though. So if you, hey. So talking about the top 5 metabolism boosting foods, and we're on number 4. So apple cider vinegar is 4. It's not really a food, but it goes really well with food. So apple cider vinegar is one of my favorites. Like I said, you can put it in almost anything and it kind of works. If you've had it before and you don't like it, try diluting it with water and see how it goes for you. I think that pretty much you give it a second chance or third chance maybe with more water and you might like it. Last but not least, this one is controversial. Are you ready? The last one is water. Drinking water. And you might think like, Carla, that doesn't make sense. Why would drinking water boost your metabolism? Right? Yeah. So water, specifically too, it doesn't even have to be cold. It doesn't have to be cold. A lot of times we hear people say, oh, it should be ice water, or make sure you're drinking, not more than, or room temperature water or something like that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be any of those things. Drinking water, start to think about, this makes so much sense. Our body's metabolism is handling our bodily functions. And what is our body? 70% water. So our body is mostly water. So drinking water helps you to have a better functioning, everything that moves your metabolism. So think about all of those things. So it helps you to stay hydrated. It helps you to have all of your bodily functions go properly. Helps you go to the bathroom. So all of those things, since our body is mostly water, then drinking water just helps your body to work more efficiently. Especially if we're exercisers. Like for us, you guys, we have to make sure we're drinking enough water. And the main thing that we can go wrong with is guzzling water. So like you might wait to drink water. And I wish water tastes as good as it did when we're thirsty all the time, but don't wait till you're thirsty. Drink a little bit of water when you first wake up, drink some, throughout the day, say mid-morning, almost like you would a snack. And I would say focus more on water than the actual food thing, because food is kind of built in. Everybody knows when to eat food, but we forget about water. So however you're tracking that, and I want to step your game up on it because it's going to definitely help your metabolism, the very basic functions of our metabolism around water, because our body is mostly water. So those are my top 5. Any questions? And then, of course, I have a question for you. Are you ready? What do all of those things have in common? Do you know? So we said the apple cider vinegar. We said the coffee. We said the green tea. Water, of course. And we said all the protein-rich foods that I talked about. What do all of those things have in common? All right, so I'm going to leave you with that question, and I'll tell you tomorrow in our day 3, we're going to be talking about how to find your magical, of course they help your body's metabolism. You almost got me, but try again. What do all of those things have in common? Of course they help your body's metabolism, but what is something else that they all have in common? Those are my top 5 metabolism boosting foods, and some of them are gotta give me like a little leeway because they're not all just food. Like don't have coffee for lunch, right? Duh. But they're all metabolism boosting foods. I'll give you one more guess, and then we're hopping off. We're going to save it for tomorrow. We're ending with a twist. And then tomorrow I'll hop back on and tell you what they all have in common. Something kind of simple, but it helps you. And I want it to help you to always be picking the right foods. All right, that's it. We're saving it for tomorrow. I'm going to tell you tomorrow what all those things have in common. If you guess it in the comments, well, then you'll ruin my surprise, and perhaps we'll have to figure out a prize for you. But other than that, I'm hopping off. Hope you guys enjoy those 5 metabolism boosting foods. Boost your energy, boost your health, help your slow down the aging process so that you can have more life while you're here. And I will see you tomorrow.